How's it going, everybody? Welcome to our new podcast. Everyone clap. It's the first day. Everyone do it. Welcome. We did it, guys. Podcast.
Yeah.
Welcome to our new podcast. Welcome to State of Otaku, the only podcast ever to exist that does anime. There's no other podcast out there. None of them. Don't even look it up. Don't look it up. I am Johnny Starr, a member of State of Otaku. I'm going to go around and introduce all of the members here. I'm going to start with our great leader, Reshi. Reshi talks from his channel. Say hello to the people, Reshi.
Yo, what's up? What's up, guys? Yeah, I'm the voice you heard at the channel trailer. It's great to be here with you guys. Can't wait to get started, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Yeah.
All right, next up, we got Specky from SpeckySensei, his channel. Go ahead and say hello to the people, Specky.
It's been a while since I made a video. Hello.
7 months.
Next we got Boris from the Double Down channel on YouTube. Go ahead and say hello to the people.
Yo, what
Boris.
up, guys? Can't wait to show you guys what we're gonna talk about, and we welcome you to this new channel.
Yeah, I love Boris. He's gonna bring a lot of energy to the team here.
Hell yeah!
And last but not least, our female correspondent, Rika, who has a channel but 0 videos on it. But that's gonna change. That will change in the future.
Oh, let's talk.
Say hello to the people, Rika.
So guys, well, I have 0 vids, but I have 16 subs, so...
That is a lot. That's a lot. That's definitely more than all of us in here. Reshi, how many do you have? 3?
I have like -2.
Oh, shit. Fuck. All right. Well, for our first episode today, the team wanted to discuss Demon Slayer, probably one of the hottest anime around right now. Can everybody agree that is probably the biggest ones right now?
The hottest right now.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I was saving this. We were talking about this during pre-production. I told Boris this. I'm actually let's go ahead. Everyone here has watched it and is pretty much all cut up. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. So I was speaking to Reshi about this yesterday, and he told me that what I need to do is I need to at least get up to episode 13.
Why have you not watched it?
I did not do that. What I did do was fall asleep. What I did do was fall asleep.
You what?
And when I woke up, I also didn't watch it. What I did do is while we were setting up the podcast is that I watched the first episode the entire time we were talking.
No comment.
And I gotta say,
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
and I gotta say, I liked it. Now, you guys really can't.
That's the
take
greatest
it from here.
input ever. I swear. That's just.
Hey, I like the
When you
first
guys really
episode.
can't take it from here. I don't necessarily care about spoilers. It's not a big deal to me. I will just continue watching as time goes by. Not now, definitely not while we're podcasting, but I will watch it consecutively as we continue. So anyone who wants to take the floor here about their thoughts on the show, let's just go with general thoughts. Reshi, general thoughts of Demon Slayer.
Right. Okay. First of all, Johnny, I'm very disappointed in you. I'll have words.
Yeah, I know. I'm aware.
I'll be having words with you later. Okay.
That's yep.
Second,
Yep.
the general my general impression of the show. It's at first I was a bit hesitant because obviously, like when there's a new anime and people are losing their minds over it, it's just like kind of a turn off. I don't want to jump into it and just spoiled like all the time because I care about spoilers. But then as I actually took the time to watch the show, I actually started to kind of grow with the characters and grow with like where the show was going. And like I said, the characters, they grew on me, honestly. I feel like the characters were the best part about the anime itself. And it just the whole package was just amazing, honestly. It felt like something unique and fresh and new, because ever since what's it called? Ever since like all the other animes have come out like during the year, none of them have really been able to capture the essence of like really, really good animation and a good, performance, right, as Demon Slayer. And I really feel like Demon Slayer is like it's one of a kind, honestly.
Okay. Anybody else? Anybody else who wants to take the floor on this shit right now?
Kind of feel like you being in the video is like a preacher who hasn't read the Bible.
See, I'm the same with
Sorry,
someone.
yeah, my thoughts on the show. I'd already actually started reading the manga, so I started watching straight away. I knew what to expect, so it wasn't crazy exciting every week because I already knew what was going to happen. But I was excited to see how well they actually animated it and all the actual emotional stuff behind all the voice acting as well. Like, added a lot. I preferred the anime over the manga. It was a sick season. I love it.
I will say, from watching the first episode, I am kind of astounded at how great the animation is. Like, it's like I was telling Boris and Rika earlier about this, like how when you watch like something like an anime movie, the anime movie animation will look like 1,000 times better than the actual anime will look, which will give you incentive to watch the movie. But with the newer shit that's coming out, like Fire Force and here we got Demon Slayer, the animation is like, how could you make this look any better? You know what I'm saying? It looks that good. But continue, Becky. I didn't mean to cut you off there.
To be honest, I don't really have anything else to say. Just Ufotable doing work like they do. Is it Ufotable or UFO Table?
Yeah, I think they just lived up to their name, to be honest. As we know from Fate series, some of the greatest animation you can see, and everybody expected it to be, I don't know, like super good in terms of animation. But what really stood out was, some people kind of can say that it's just a regular shonen, but not really. There's something deeper going behind it. I think that's what kind of caught the attention of a lot of people, especially the manga readers before they came, before the anime came out. They knew what to expect, but still, Ufotable just bringing it up, the whole quality of the story is just something else. And I mean, as soon as the anime or a TV show or series gets a shit ton of, I don't know, like memes and jokes and stuff, it's successful, right? Like, you can't go wrong with that.
True.
And just by spreading the meme culture of it, I think it just spreads more to even the non-anime watchers. And
the moment you get a meme, you know you've made it.
You see this
I
shit
know, you
gone
made a meme.
I'm
Pachiro.
still waiting on my meme. God damn it. Where are my memes at? How come no one's made memes
I'll
of
make
me?
you a meme, Johnny.
That's when I know that's when I'm paying. I did that.
I think this is gonna be a meme of you just showing up to the Demon Slayer podcast without watching the Demon Slayer.
Actually watching it, yeah.
That is the meme. That is
Enough about me. Enough about me. Rika.
Yeah, Rika, you've been quiet.
Chip in, Rika.
Yeah, my thoughts. What I loved about like Demon Slayer was the humor behind it. If you know what I mean, it's not a typical shonen. It has the humor side of it. Like whenever Nezuko does that face, it makes me laugh so hard.
Oh yes,
the angry
expressions.
Whoever's editing this in the future, go ahead and pull up that face, please, so everyone knows what we're talking about. Go ahead and pull that up. That's a nice
I'm
face.
just thinking in no skill.
That's fucking hilarious.
Everything.
Like when Zenitsu, or when like Zenitsu does his faces, I'm just like, oh my baby.
That's my boy. Zenitsu is the GOAT.
I love the running gag between like Tanjiro and Inosuke where he's just constantly getting his name wrong. The amount of different names.
Oh yeah.
That's just the greatest name ever. I'm gonna name my kid Gonpachiro. Like, I'm not doing joking. Gonpachiro Vukovic.
Oh my god. Oh god.
Oh god. That's how you know you're an official weeb. You're naming children after an anime.
Basically, yeah. Gotta live up to the name.
Give it a go.
So as of right now, Boris was telling me that just to kind of piggyback off that whole thing I said about the movie is that you guys will be getting a movie for the anime.
Yes, basically, it was announced at the end of the season after the last episode. Just a shock for everybody because nobody expected it. I think it was announced during those panels in Tokyo or Japan or wherever at the screening. And I don't know, it just kind of, it's not what I don't know, shonen usually does, you know?
Yeah.
They don't really introduce a movie straight up after the first season. It usually has to go a couple of seasons before something happens with the movie production. But I think it's a perfect kind of story move and marketing move and everything in general, to be honest.
I feel like the first season was quite a success. That's probably why they went for that. I feel like they just went for it.
But I
because
think they
there
kind of
was one
expected it to. I think they kind of expected that success because of the manga success overall. Because it was like, what, top
Really?
20 manga sales and was the only manga that didn't have an anime or something
I never
like
knew
that.
that. 'Cause I never heard of Demon Slayer
That's how
manga.
I found out about it. And I was like, okay, this is probably gonna get an anime soon. And it did in like
I
less
never
than a
knew that.
year. So yeah, it was just, this contributed to it even more. And I think the movie was just like an easy choice for Ufotable.
Okay. Specky, you were gonna say
I'm just
something?
thinking. I was gonna say, bloody. I'm pretty sure after like episode 19, Demon Slayer was trending all over Twitter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that is true. That is true. I
Like,
think I remember
just
that.
talking about how successful it was. Like that doesn't happen too often.
Yeah. I think for the most part, when it comes to like trending shit, like the only thing that I've seen for as a grand, like probably like One Piece manga chapters, like I'll immediately go to you, Specky, and be like, "Yo, did you like?" You'll be like, "Yo, did you read
Of
that
course I
shit?"
did.
And then it'll be like number 3 on trending or something like that.
Yeah, they've been killing it
So-
recently with the fucking One Piece chapters though. But let's not get into that.
We'll talk about that
But
in
yeah.
some other podcast because I have some strong words for you, sir, regarding this shit.
Let's go.
And I
Very
gotta
not
catch
happy.
up on One
Yeah,
Piece.
you gotta do
so
it.
You
Yeah,
guys, you guys gotta wait on me.
Yeah, no, for
With the
sure.
movie.
But for when it comes to the movie, I actually wanted to ask. So is this like? I think I got an answer to this earlier, but is this movie gonna be like? Is it part of what's going on in the series, or is it like a
Yes.
completely different,
Yeah, I heard about
like a
yeah.
completely different thing from?
Basically, it's like an entire arc, and we're gonna get. Yep.
Oh, okay, carry on.
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Go on.
the thing is, because like we're gonna get introduced to the fire pillar a bit more. Like you're gonna get to know him like a bit deeply. So,
Oh,
but
him.
I can't say. Yeah, I can't say more just because I'm gonna spoil it if I say anything else. So
Is it a continuation off of what just happened in the anime?
yes.
Yes.
So this
Okay.
movie's canon, not a film
Yes.
movie.
Yes, it's basically
not
the
like-
continuation of the story.
It's like that just seems weird to me that they're gonna continue the story through a movie.
I know,
rather
right?
than
That's
straight
what
into
I was
another
kind of
season.
shocked. That's what everybody was shocked about.
Can I ask a
Like,
question about the movie? Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously I've heard about the movie as well, like through like social media and stuff. But like one thing that's got me like really confused, or not, well, it's just the whole part of like the mystery behind it because you don't know what's gonna happen if you haven't read the manga, of course. But people are just like reacting to it in such like a weird and like scary way, like as if, oh my god, this is gonna be so sick, and oh my god, I'm so scared. Like, what should we expect? If you guys
Well,
know.
we can't say that
We
because
can't
we've all
really
read it.
spoil anything.
No, not like
I'm just-
like try and not
It's
spoil
gonna
it.
be-
Try not to spoil it, but
Okay. It's
Dumb it
gonna
down.
be. It's gonna be a roller coaster ride, if you know what I mean. Like
Yeah, basically.
You're gonna-
A train
gonna-
ride.
yeah.
oh wow,
You're gonna.
that's
That was
smart.
the worst pun I've ever heard in my entire life.
You're a
Can we get a
smart
drum
guy.
roll, please?
You're a
Put
smart
in a
guy.
drum. There we go. There we go.
Yeah,
That's so funny that is.
But please continue, Rick.
yeah, Rick continue.
Yeah, it's like you're slowly gonna get introduced into like the story, and then it's just gonna escalate, and then it's gonna come to the point where you're gonna cry like mad,
Oh boy.
but you're gonna be happy for like the movie, and then it's gonna end, and you're gonna be like, oh, what?
Okay, so I cry a lot, so that'll be fun.
Yeah, I'm a pretty
That-
sensitive person, so I'm looking forward to that.
It's gonna be a good movie. That's all
Yeah.
I know. You guys expect everything of it. Trust me, it's gonna be really good.
Cool.
Okay, so that. Well, go ahead, Specky. I'm fine.
I was gonna say, do you reckon when they go into season 2, they're gonna carry on where the movie ends, or do you reckon
That was
they'll
gonna be my
redo
next
the-
question. That was gonna be my next question.
I
In
think
the
they
actual
will. I think they
season?
will, because that's how they're gonna like introduce us to the pillars. That's like my initial idea.
So you think they're gonna pick it up where they end the movie?
Oh yeah, for sure, 100%.
Because
I
we've
don't think they're
seen
gonna do
examples of it
the-
where they didn't do that, like
Yes.
Dragon Ball and then Boruto. We've seen them do where it's like
Yeah.
movie and then now we're getting like 10 episodes of what happened in the movie again. And
I mean,
it's-
the thing with like the train arc, it's really important for the rest of the story. So I don't
Yeah.
think they're gonna just like skip it or be like, oh, we just made a movie and now, yeah, let's just
Okay.
like continue the story. So
Okay, cool.
I guess we'll wait and see, because I personally would prefer if they did the movie and then continued on, because number one, that basically makes viewers be like, okay, maybe I definitely need to go watch the movie, and number two, it doesn't waste our time, because that's how I felt about Boruto. It's like, dude, I already watched the movie. I've seen the Boruto movie.
Yeah.
Why am I getting
Basically.
these episodes again? You know what I'm saying?
I think
Kinda
it's just
get
a
where you're
genius
coming from,
move. Genius move from a marketing standpoint. If they just keep the movie and then continue the story, because people are gonna be skipping either the movie or the first, whatever 6 episodes of the season 2, and it's not gonna get the same reception as season 1 did. So I think what they're doing is just brilliant. I think it's a perfect choice.
Okay, cool.
I mean, thinking about it, the train arc isn't really too long,
no,
like,
it's
in comparison to
yeah.
all the others. So
It's not. It's
I
So
not.
it works. It'll work in the movie.
do a movie well.
Okay.
But at the same time, where you were saying about obviously seeing the Boruto movie and then seeing it again in the actual anime, I much preferred seeing it in the anime than the movie. I thought the movie was nowhere near as good.
Do you think it's because of like the fight scenes, or like how they fleshed out like character situations and stuff like that?
I mean, mainly for the fight scenes, I'd say, because to be honest, I don't really care about Boruto so much. I was kind of just watching, hoping something good was going to happen, but I've given up on
And then we get to the Momoshiki fight, and now everything's
Yeah,
completely
literally, like-
different.
My opinion
Yeah.
on the Boruto anime wasn't very high, but I think for that year, that was probably the best fight I watched.
Yep. Yeah, I can agree. I feel like that was probably everybody's kind of opinion.
I think that's
on
what
it
we
at
can
the time.
expect. I think that's what we can expect from 2020 for the movie to have the best fight again. I think. Well, yeah, the anime in Boruto had a better fight, but I think Ufotable can't really mess up a movie fight. You know, I think
that,
we
yeah.
should expect
Different
something
studios.
really good, especially because. Okay, I almost spoiled that. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but yeah,
Maybe we should move into
Brett,
the way
characters.
You've been making a lot of-
fights and everything. You know.
Yeah.
You've been making a lot of noise in the corner there. What do you say, sir?
No, because when you guys got into the Boruto subject, I was just like, okay, well, this is like out of my area.
This shit.
It's out of my area of expertise. So
Yeah, that's fair.
I was
That's
like,
fair.
okay, I'm like,
Boruto Shippuden.
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 Shippuden?
All right, bro. Okay, so we covered that. I think favorite characters from Demon Slayer. What do we got?
Oh,
What do you say, Johnny?
yeah, Johnny.
Okay, so as someone who's only watched the first episode,
Who's your favorite?
It's gotta be Tanjiro, surely.
Come
it's
on.
definitely that dude who got beat up for breaking the vase, and when he didn't do it, that's definitely my favorite character as of right now. I hope he shows up again.
Oh my god,
I
that's
hope we
a,
see. I
the
hope we
most
see him again.
irrelevant
I can't.
first
I hope he shows
side
up again
character.
at some point. I didn't catch his name.
Yeah,
I feel like he's probably going to be very influential at some point in the
Yeah.
in the series.
Johnny.
Once
Spoiler
again.
alert. He doesn't. Sorry, man.
And no, Jake, he'll probably appear. He'll probably like come out of nowhere and become a demon slayer.
See, you guys think you know what's gonna happen? Okay. Let's start with Rika. Who's your favorite character?
This is a hard one. So based on the anime, because I don't want to spoil anybody, it will be Zenitsu. But based on the manga, it's somebody else. But I can't say who, because like I'm gonna spoil the story. So
Okay.
Why would you spoil the story from saying the name? I want to know.
Yeah,
Just
just
say the name.
the thing,
kind of put out the name out there.
he wasn't introduced yet. So
Oh,
okay.
okay.
But would it still really spoil it? Just knowing this character's name?
I don't wanna.
Look, we're 1000% gonna get somebody in the. I can't believe Rika said the name. I don't know who that is. Read the manga. Like, no, we don't need that energy.
The thing is, he's one of the demon moons, so the upper demon moon.
Oh, okay. That's spoiler territory. Let's just back up from that area. Okay, let's just reverse out.
Cool.
All right, who's next? Favorite character?
Jake.
I don't know. I don't have a favorite character. I love them all.
No, we can't do that. Come on.
Come on.
What a
what
safe
reason?
answer.
Don't give us that shit. Come on.
It definitely depends what reason. I think Zenitsu is the most badass character. I love the way he falls asleep and then he's just like fucking killing everyone. He just one-shots literally everyone. But then Tanjiro, he's just a really likable main character. Nezuko, I just want to put her in my pocket and just look after her for the rest of my life. Inosuke, he's
calling the FBI.
I said look after her.
FBI.
Okay, that's a good point.
FBI.
I want to be Tanjiro.
Fair enough.
But yeah, Inosuke, he's just fucking hilarious. I really like the fact that I'm pretty sure he's the only dual sword user in the whole series. I don't know. I can't remember now. But yeah, I think my overall favorite's Tanjiro. I tend to have a attraction to the main character.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, Tanjiro is one of the better MCs, John.
Yeah.
Just.
But you know, I don't know. I also want to throw a shout out to Shinobu.
Hey.
She's my favorite pillar.
Okay.
I love her to bits.
Okay, cool.
All right, who's next?
Different
Who's next? Reshi, give it to us, man.
Get it, Rishi.
Okay. It's an unpopular pick, but the water pillar. Jiu Tomakai? I can't say his name.
Oh, that's definitely.
He is my
pick.
favorite.
I love that.
He is my favorite because
character.
he is so quiet and so calm and collected, and like what part in the anime that killed me the most was when he was trying to protect Tanjiro, like Tanjiro was trying to protect his sister, and then everyone, like all the demon slayers, came to the forest and they were trying to escape. Like Tanjiro was trying to get Nezuko to escape, and the water pillar and what's her name? The insect pillar. What's her name again? Shinobu. Yeah, she was trying to go after the trying to go after Nezuko, but then he stopped her. And then when she was like, "No one likes you" and stuff like that, and he just like his reaction to when she said, "No one likes you" and stuff like that. Oh, that made me feel. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna give this guy a chance. And then like I watched the anime again, and I watched every scene he was in, and there's something about him. I don't know. I'm in love. He's so cool.
Yeah, that's good.
He's cool.
That's a good pick.
He's really cool.
All right, Boris, give it to us. Last guy on the list.
Okay, well, from anime, I mean, come on, Zenitsu is just the way to go. Even in manga, to be honest, he's just like that comic relief, but also at the same time, like one of the most OP characters you can possibly imagine. Just you don't know what he's gonna pull out of his freaking sleeve.
Yeah.
He doesn't have much of a range with the power, but the way he controls it, I fuck with that. I fuck with that a lot. But if we were to dig into manga, I think my overall favorite character. No spoilers, of course. My overall favorite character in the whole series, even though he had kind of like just one arc, but that was good enough for me, was Tengen Uzui.
Oh yeah.
The sound pillar. Oh, bro, you guys, you gotta wait for season 2.
Okay.
Flamboyantly.
He's a strange one.
Flamboyantly.
He's really strange. Like I can't like get an impression of him because he doesn't really speak that much.
He's a man. He's really a man. You'll see what I'm talking about.
Man.
He's a flamboyant man.
He's a man.
Okay. All right. That was good.
Oh, Rika.
You feel me, Rika? You get me?
Yeah.
He's a man.
Okay.
The man.
I'm getting a little uncomfortable right now, but again, ladies and gentlemen, the guy who broke the vase at the start of this show. Come on.
Fucking.
If
You watched the episode.
that guy.
That's a good pick. That's a good
beat
pick.
that guy. You can't. All right. You can't do it. Everyone you listed, garbage tier, god tier, base dude. All right.
Watch
so
him be
Please,
like,
dude.
he's gonna show up again at the end of the manga or something. He's like the actual right hand of Muzan.
He's gonna
Yeah.
be Aizen 2.0.
exactly.
Yeah.
Guys, exactly. Another thing we had on the list here, we had compare it to other shonen right now. So I think, in my personal opinion, for this, I'm gonna say maybe even this year, probably the three biggest ones have been obviously Demon Slayer. We got Fire Force, and then I want to say Dr. Stone have been the biggest ones to come out of this year. So I want to say, compared to all of those specific three, do you think it stands up? Do you think it stacks
Yes.
up, or do you think it's better?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's better. I think it's way better.
I think in overall reception is just way above, not just shonen anime, but every anime of this year. It's kind of like in the ranks of, I would say, Attack on Titan. Not as good, definitely not as good, but like popularity-wise, it reached some pretty good heights, you know.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. Comparing it to Fire Force and Dr. Stone, it's definitely my favorite of the three.
Okay.
I can say that with confidence.
I actually need to
both
start
anime and
Dr.
manga.
Stone, if I'm going to be completely honest. I haven't started it yet. I feel really bad about it.
Tried anything.
Yeah.
Have you even watched
Yeah,
anything?
no,
Watching
I've
anything?
started some shit. I've started some things. I have a list of things I would
yeah?
like to cover, but we're talking about Demon Slayer right now. Okay, so let's stay on topic.
Alright.
Rika, how do you feel about it?
I mean, you said Dr. Stone and Fire Force, but let's just not forget about, I don't know.
Sword Art.
Yeah, Sword Art Online, or,
No.
That is true. That is true.
or like any anime that came out at the beginning of
I
the
don't know.
year.
You guys just wait for My Hero Academia.
Oh,
For
For
the
the middle
not-
of the season.
That's territory. We can't get
For
onto
the
that
middle
just
of the
yet.
season.
We can't get onto that just yet. Save it for another podcast.
Okay.
Can't. Hey, none of that shit.
Well, that is
All
a
right,
question.
all right. No, but
How
I'm
do you
just
think
saying,
it's going
I'm
to
just
compare to
saying.
season 4 of My Hero?
I'm comparing right now.
Actually, no. Fuck it. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Like,
What?
Go on.
obviously, season 4 My Hero has got a lot of hype behind it because we've had a fat wait. Everyone knows that this arc's probably the best arc in My Hero. That is, in my opinion. I haven't enjoyed
For
it so
now,
much
for
after
now,
that.
I think definitely
For now, yeah.
the best.
Yeah.
I would say it's
For
probably
maybe
one
the
of the
recent
best.
villain arc. I'd say
I would
that
say, yeah.
But
I agree.
like,
I agree with you.
if we like look at it from like the animation perspective, I think it's still like Demon Slayer is still on the top.
Oh, 100%.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah,
It
but
has like
that's ufotable.
That's for
like,
sure.
it has a
ignore the actual
unique
arc.
way of telling the story, so I think like it's still like,
If
For
we're being
me-
honest, I think. Oh shit! Sorry. Go.
yeah, for me like it's on the
shit,
top of all the
too.
shonen right now, but
Mhm.
you know SAO is at, so I don't know.
There is
So
not.
SAO for you, Rika. That's your top pick right now.
Yeah.
SAO all the way.
Not
Nah, I
really,
don't know about
but
that.
All I'm saying is, it's not gonna get as good a reaction as Demon Slayer.
no, of course not. I mean, it's SAO.
Probably not. Especially that when all people dog on it, it just. Even though
Yeah,
we're all
no, I
watching
feel
it.
like maybe SAO got a little too much hate at a certain point. Does anybody
It-
else feel like
Yeah,
that?
yeah,
It
I agree.
did,
I agree.
but-
I've seen people like drop the show. Like a lot of people drop the show, and there's a lot of people that still watch it, like Rika, for example. But honestly, I don't know. Like I've been trying. I want to get back into it because the last thing I watched was Mother's Rosario. That's like the last SAO season I watched, and then I just gave up after that because then it came up with so many movies and spin-offs and stuff like that. And I was like, you know what, I'm kind of done with this now. I feel like some
I
of the
mean,
people
maybe
do
we
that.
could maybe we could make a podcast about just SAO in general, but
Yeah, we could. Yeah,
That'd be dope.
Yeah,
That'd be dope. I would love to do
I
it.
would watch it again. Honestly, I'll watch it again.
Because there are some things that I would like to, I guess, discuss specifically about the show, because I feel like a lot of people be like, oh, basic like anime, but at the same time, it's like that show was like popular for like a number of years for a reason.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's not like
I think it's pretty big in Japan. I think
Yeah.
it's really big in Japan.
I mean,
I'm,
Yeah.
I'm just saying, we're talking about SAO now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
What I
yeah,
want,
yeah. Let's get back to the
Like-
No, let
let
Rika
Rika
finish it. Yeah.
what I wanted to say is it definitely kicked off like the shonen like genre. I think that, like without it, we wouldn't like watch Demon Slayer right now.
Okay.
That is a fair
What?
point.
Yeah.
That's a fair
I
point.
can get behind that.
You think
Wait, say-
Sword kicked off the shonen genre?
Okay, I know what she means. I know what she means by that. It's not like
in a
Oh,
way,
Is SAO really
confused.
shonen?
it's
Yeah.
know
not.
that.
She's not
It's-
saying like SAO's the biggest, like out of all of them, like One Piece or something. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Rika. I'll let you ride the train here.
Yeah, what I wanted to say is it was one of the anime that came out in those years and was different than the rest of the stuff on the market. I mean, it is shonen, but it's also isekai. But I don't want to like talk about the isekai part. But you know, you were happy to watch the shonen anime, which was SAO, and I think it was Attack on Titan at that time. And it kicked off like the whole thing. If, for example, because like
like in Western culture now, or like
yeah, I'm talking like Western stuff because I didn't know the Japanese market that much.
Hmm. Okay. Yeah. But
There
yeah, that's fair.
specific kind of anime that did come out at a certain time that did maybe expand upon like the popularity of certain anime in Western culture, because obviously we had our Bleaches, we had our Dragon Ball, we had our One Piece, we had our Narutos, right? But to really, I want to say, expand it even further to what it is today, we had our Sword Arts, we had our Blue Exorcist, we had our Attack on Titans. Like Attack on Titan was the anime that I was like, I met people who would just trash Naruto and say like, oh, watching anime is like dumb. But then Attack on Titan came out, and now we're buying like Attack on Titan hoodies and wearing them to school, and it's not a big
Basically, yeah.
deal, you know? So
No, it's the
I
same with
see-
like Demon Slayer.
yeah, no, I see your point there. But I guess to get back on topic, I think what we covered comparing.
Yeah.
Did anybody else have any thoughts on that?
Nah, I'm good.
Comparing it to other.
Oh, good.
Okay. All right, so I think, ladies and gentlemen, we covered our Demon Slayer topic today. Everyone clap. Our first topic done. Great job, everybody. We did it.
Yeah.
We did it, guys. We did it. So again, this is a great segue.
Yeah.
As someone who has only watched the first episode, okay,
You made it, Johnny.
Yeah.
You made it.
I did. Okay,
He's
I'm
gained
indoctrinated
knowledge.
into the fandom. I'm part of the fandom now.
Yeah.
All right. I'm a what do you guys call yourselves? I'm a Demon
we didn't
Slayer.
even talk about fun.
Weeb. We're just all weebs.
I wanted to say that as someone who watched the first episode, I enjoy it. It was very enjoyable. I talked to a friend of mine who said he didn't like it much, but I think I like the narrative of him trying to save his sister so that she doesn't become a fucking demon, and like just the way the way the story went from him having a good life to helping other people. You got a real sense of the kind of character he is, and then that dude showed up with the sword. What's his name? I wasn't paying attention to that part.
Oh,
What's that dude's name?
Tomokai.
Giyu.
Tomokai? Giyu? Tomokai?
Okay,
I'm
I'm gonna say Kamikaze. Kamikaze showed up.
Kamikaze.
Oh god.
My boy.
And just he went on his whole spiel about like how he needed to be strong, and like people who just let things happen to them are weak and they'll just get crushed and stuff. I think it was a really strong first episode, and I think that's really important.
Yeah.
Especially when getting into literally any medium. If your first episode or first few episodes are kind of weak, at least in my opinion, I have no reason to keep watching. So I just wanted to ask you guys, like, how do you feel about, like, what do you do when it comes to getting into a show, specifically an anime? Like, do you have like a set amount of episodes you like, okay, if it's not good at this point, I'm dropping it?
Basically, I kind of follow a couple of, I guess, rules. First one that I go off is the 3-episode rule. I really follow that religiously, so to say. If I can't really get into it after 3 episodes, I tend to drop it. But I do make an exception if a lot of people's recommendations say that the anime gets really good,
Okay.
then I might give it 6 to 7 episodes. And so far, it never kind of, I never made a mistake with that kind of choice,
Okay.
except Ergo Proxy. That was just... No, don't watch Ergo Proxy, please. But everything else, yeah, after the 5-6 episodes, I think that's a good amount of episodes you should give to any show.
Right.
Like the most amount of episodes.
Yeah.
Boruto.
Oh boy.
Reshi, what's your rule, man?
Bit like Boris's as well. Kind of like watch the first 3 episodes. Do I like this? Do I not like this? You know what? I'm just gonna drop it. But what I try to do, right? Because I watch a lot of YouTubers that decrypts like shows and movies and stuff like that. You try to understand what their motives are. Like, can I get behind this character? Do I understand this character? You know. And like with me, I like the characters. I feel like the characters are the essential part of the show or the story. And if I can get behind the character's motivations and how he is around people, if I can sense that character development, then I'm gonna stick to that show. I'm gonna see how it finishes off. You know, that's basically it.
So you're looking for like what could happen, not necessarily like how well the first episode is set up. Just like you're thinking like, all right, where's this gonna go?
Yeah, where's this gonna
20
go?
episodes down the line.
Yeah, I want to see some development. Like, if there's no sense development by like the 4th episode, I'm gonna drop it. Like, if I don't see anything, then it's getting dropped.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right, I see that. Rika, how about you?
So, I basically like watch everything and to like episode 5, and if it's good I continue, and if it's not I move it to like the waiting list or like the drop list. So that's why my drop list is so long.
I really want to see this list.
Wow.
I
We're
want
gonna drop
to
my
see.
anime list.
I want to
in the
see
description.
what list Rika has of shows she was just like, this is absolute trash. Never watch this.
Oh my
No
gosh.
one touched this.
I think
How many yaoi have you put in there?
Oh boy, don't even start.
to be honest,
Too many to count.
no, the thing is, because I don't watch that much yaoi. That thing, I read most of the yaoi, get all the graphics and
Oh my
you know,
god.
guys.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
don't.
of course. I dabble. I dabble. I dabble.
Wait, what?
Not,
Dabbly dabble.
Oh my god.
So Rika has a list. You got a list of shows that you're like, all right, episode 5, you're going in here.
Yeah, usually it's like that. I'm just like checking it out right now. Let me see my drop.
What's the most recent? What's the most recent drop?
The most recent one? I get. Oh, it was a yaoi.
See, Nate, Jakey out here. Specky's pulling them out. He knew. He knew before any of us knew.
Yeah, it was. I don't know even like what the thing is. It's called Paparate Shitai. God knows. Like,
Never heard of that.
No,
I mean,
And you
yeah.
and you never will because we're not supposed to.
I
watch
would
them.
be kind of shocked if you did hear about it.
I'm checking out the list right now, and I'm like, I hope somebody checks this, cause like I Times Gate on it, JoJo Sing,
Oh my god.
Oh
Prison
my
School, Overlord. Oh Jesus.
Jake.
Prison schools in there.
Jake.
Oh,
You gotta
my-
finish that.
Oh my god.
You gotta finish that.
That's in the drop list.
Yeah.
Prison School's good.
Ooh.
Like this is a crazy ass list. I can't wait to see. Can't wait. She's got Dragon Ball in there. She's got all of the big ones.
What about you, Jake?
Yeah.
Me?
Yeah.
I'm pretty easygoing to, when it comes to watching, reading shit. So, most of the time, I'm usually hooked by the first episode. I'm like, oh my god, it's amazing. And I gotta tell all my friends about it. So, to be honest, if I'm not gripped on like the first episode, I'll stop watching. But that's because I'm usually gripped by the first episode. I'm like, carry on, cool.
Have you ever seen one that you watched the first episode and you were just like, this is not worth my time at all?
Yeah, I have. I'll be honest, it's only happened once or twice. But let me see if I can find the name of it. I don't even know if I did anything with it.
I will say, while you're looking that up, there's been plenty of Netflix anime that I've like come across, like during the early days of Netflix, that I watched the first episode and was like, this is garbage. Why would anyone watch this? I think there was one about like some mafia family, and some guy came back and he had like wind powers, and then there was a girl who had like a fire sword or something like that. And I remember watching the first episode and just thinking like, this is the most cliche trash, like strong boy with, what is it, tsundere girl with a magical sword who doesn't like him but actually really likes him. Like, get out of here. I'm done.
Get
I'm
outta
done
here.
with this.
No, that's basically Netflix.
Right.
Yeah, I mean,
I
Netflix.
couldn't find it.
Oh, damn.
I do remember it was literally a bunch of kids in school. I think some kids were playing baseball. There was some girl with a fucking trombone, and someone taking photos of people.
Yeah.
And it was a slice of life, and I love a slice of life. No, I do love them.
Oh, me
But-
too. Me too.
I was watching it, and I was just like, oh, this is just so fucking boring. I'm not gonna finish this one off.
Was it the one with the guy that had like green hair?
I don't know. I can't remember him. It was completely irrelevant to me. And
He
I
erased
think
it from his mind.
I think I dropped. The only other one I've dropped was Gabriel Dropout, I think. But that's not because I wasn't enjoying it. It's just I didn't want to carry on watching it at the time.
Okay.
I see.
Same with Shaman King. Like, actually, no, that wasn't even what happened with Shaman King. I watched to like episode 30 something. They're in America now, and basically the one day I came home, tried to fucking load it up, and it wasn't loading. So I started watching JoJo's, and the rest is history.
Okay, fair
The rest of it. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, no. I would say for me, probably about the same. Like I said, it's about the same thing. Like I will try to give it, for the most part. I think it's really, really important for any show to have a strong starter. Like if that's why we have like the shows that, like when you see the first episode of a show, it says pilot, because the point of that pilot was to get it off the ground. Like I think that's the terminology they use for it. So if it's not that by then there's really no point in watching it. I think like the Netflix show I just talked about was probably one of the situations where I dropped the show. But yeah, no, I haven't really come across any shows that I didn't enjoy. Like a lot of people tell me the first season of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is bad, but that first episode where Dio just comes in and says,
I don't know what they're talking about, bro. First season
What?
is fire.
he comes in and kicks the dog, and I was like, this dude is a fucking
What?
psychopath. I love this. I'm gonna keep watching this shit. Dio is legitimately my
God.
favorite anime character to ever exist.
Zawarudo.
That
I
man
found
is
out the other
amazing.
day I share the same last name as him.
Brando? Your
Dude,
last name
yeah.
is Brando? Oh my.
If you
fucking-
translate my name to Japanese, it's Brando. So yeah, me and Dio, blood
That's
relatives.
fucking awesome. You need to change your
That's
name on
fucking
YouTube
wicked.
to Specky Brando.
You gotta name your kid Dio.
I will get behind that. I will promote your shit.
Yeah,
like
I'm
crazy.
actually gonna have to do
Damn
that,
it.
and then
You
just
have
move
to.
Japan.
Do it.
You
yeah.
have to.
This is my
Yeah,
son
no.
Dio.
Yeah, no, just
Yeah.
to back to the topic. I think Boris's 3-episode rule is probably the best. I've definitely heard a lot of people say that's
At
probably
first,
the
I
best
thought that
idea.
was kind of just a stupid rule, but then the more I watched the anime, I kind of realized it's actually the most brilliant rule ever.
Yeah.
It gives you enough time to like see if the story is gonna go somewhere, but if you're not feeling it, it's just like easy to drop it. So it's
'Cause I think
probably
there's
one of the
definitely
best rules.
there's definitely been anime that have had like the first episode where you're like, oh, I know exactly what's going on, and then you get to the episode 3 and there's like, wait, what the fuck just happened?
Where
Like,
is
what?
this going?
Yeah, I think
Yeah, what the
Attack on
fuck?
Titan was the same way. Like you think like, oh, this is normal shit, like he's gonna become blah blah blah, but then
Yeah,
you find out
okay.
like my guy can turn into a Titan, and you're like, wait, whoa, what?
Yeah.
They're doing that?
sense.
That's
I
what's
think they
happening?
did it perfectly for Attack on Titan. I think that's just like the way it was supposed to be. Yeah,
Yeah.
it starts off fucking shockingly, and kind of slows down, but then it picks it up right again, and I kind of even prefer that more than, let's say, consistent, I don't know, rise or fall or whatever. Just having
like
those ups and downs.
Yeah, when it surprises you.
Yeah, like that shock factor. I think that's really important too, to just not expect it. You see them having fun, running around, working out, practicing, whatever, and then just all of a sudden, bam, freaking, I don't know, God descends from heaven and just kills them all or some shit like that,
That's fair.
I think
That's
shock
fair.
factor is really important, so.
Okay. That was good.
I
Go
have
ahead,
one
Ricky.
question, like, for everybody. So, because we were talking, like, about anime now in general, what was one anime that started out really good?
Akamega Kill. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry. That started out...
Exactly
Wow,
what the question
just jump right in. Just
I
jump
knew where
right
it was
in.
going because I wanted to say about how shit I thought Akamega Kill was straight after
Okay, yeah, because,
talking
like,
about, a good start.
yeah, that was my, like, question. The anime that had, like, a really good start, but then the ending was so bad.
Shit.
Yeah, you've had my answer.
I have my
started
answer for
watching
this.
that, and
I
was
want
like,
everyone else to
I'm
go.
loving this.
Specky, since you decided to explode in the Discord here, go ahead. Just give us what you
Take
think.
it
what
away.
happened.
It literally started off really interesting. I was watching it. I think I watched like the first 3 or 4 episodes straight away. The next day I was like, yes, I'm gassed. I love this anime so far. I'm even going to start making an edit on it, ready for my college portfolio and shit. After that episode, someone dies, and then it just becomes an absolute shit show of pointless character deaths, which are supposed to be meaningful, when they're not. And then there's like this random fucking romance appears in like one episode, and then the fucking next episode, the character that's involved in the romance is fucking dead. And then the end of the series, or the end of the season, the fucking main character dies.
Jesus.
He fucking dies.
Everybody fucking dies.
Yeah,
Basically,
there's only one
anime
character
Suicide
left, and that's Akame. And I know her name's in the fucking name of the anime, but she wasn't even the main character. She's just sort of this fucking weird, quiet girl that doesn't say anything and still.
Sure.
And then the main fucking character's dead, and like. It sort of like sets
Jake.
up to go on another story with her, but that just didn't fucking happen. And it would have been
Jake.
even if it did happen. Sorry.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
I agree. I definitely agree with you because when I watched it, my mistake, which is what everyone said not to do, was grow attached to the characters. I grew attached to them, and they all died.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like it wasn't even justified. Like it wasn't even like you said, it wasn't meaningful at all. And then it left like an empty hole in me. I was just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, like
Did they really just do that?
the first
Like, it made no
death, I
sense.
thought, yeah, that's kind of meaningful. It's like, she's like sort of they've tried to take on a fight. The one's lost, and because she's dead now, the other one's alive. I was like, yeah, okay,
Yeah.
fair enough, decent death. And I was quite moved by that because she was like the one really nice girl. I thought she was going to be important, and I was a bit shocked when she died. But then the rest of them were just shit and pointless.
I want to go ahead and preface this for the ladies and gentlemen watching this at home that we do not think any of you who watch these anime are bad people. We just personally are not fans of what happened to them. So if you're upset by anything said here, please keep it to yourself.
No, like
Or
let
put it in the comments. I don't care.
Let them rip us
nothing
apart.
against
Unsubscribe.
you. I just
Nothing against you.
Unsubscribe.
It's just
think anime is shit.
Specky really feels strongly about what happened to Akame got killed. Anybody else?
Yeah.
Who else? Who's next?
I don't know, to be honest, I don't really have that experience. That
Never
usually
had it.
my judgment of just kind of like starting the good, the anime in a couple of episodes is good. It just kind of lasts till the end, Everything that I kind of finished. No, just like everything that I finished based on the first couple of episodes is usually good. I never watched anything that kind of started off amazing and then just dropped heavily. Other than like, I'm sorry, I gotta bash SAO. It was just kind of like the beginning was just like, oh yes, like I can feel it. This is really good. And then just like kind of switches the whole narrative and it just why?
Okay.
Why?
I would
That
say
was
for
the only
me,
kind of
100%
disappointment.
with that one too.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's weird. I would say for me, it's kind of I have two specifically, and it's not like I got through like midway and then I started to not like it. I would say Bleach had probably one of the most disappointing endings I've ever seen from a manga series. Besides another anime that I want to spend an entire podcast shit talking. If we
If we're
could get to
talking
that.
about manga, then yes.
Yeah, no,
Let's
not
Bleach.
anime. I'm talking. I would say manga.
Let's this Bleach all the way. Like I'm so.
Yeah,
I
that
was just expecting the most grandiose ending ever, and then that happened.
yeah.
And yeah, you
Yeah,
guys know the rest,
Okay.
basically.
The
I
dumb like one arrow that no one ever talked about. Take down you watch, and he had the ability to change any point in the future or past.
Spoilers.
Spoilers.
Damn it, Johnny.
Spoilers.
So to wrap this up, like I just wanted to say that the one anime that like got me really disappointed was Goblin Slayer, and I'm
Oh yeah.
I'm
You know
just
what,
not
I'm-
gonna comment
What I
it.
dropped? Sorry.
I dropped that as well.
Like,
That last
I
episode. I didn't
finished
watch
it, but it was just an average anime. I'll give it a 7, I guess.
Very over.
7.
I'm just not gonna
Yeah.
comment it.
We'll save it for another podcast, like when we talk about all the disappointments. But yeah, Johnny, wrap this up.
Should that be it? I don't know.
You guys hear me?
I
Here
think
we
we
go.
kind of covered
Yeah,
everything.
yeah, we hear you.
We
Yeah, I feel
this
we covered
is a good
everything, Johnny.
pod. This was a really good pod. I think we
For
got
our first podcast,
for our first
I think it
podcast.
was really good.
Yeah, we did a great job.
Went off on a bit of a tangent, but
We did.
Yeah, I think that's
we
cool.
did go left.
Just kind of touch up everything.
Don't
I
forget
guess
about
to
Jake's
end it,
outburst.
I put down a list of the site for like what anime is coming out this fall. I'm pretty sure we're gonna get a very large audience to watch a very large range of anime that we may not have covered today. So I guess I just wanted to give a shout out to some of these. If you guys are looking for some anime this month, October into fall, and maybe even December, we talked about My Hero's coming back. I think it's already back. It says
It's
October
back.
12th.
It's back.
It's
Yeah,
bad.
it should have started.
It's back, yeah.
Sword Art is coming out.
Yes,
Sword Art actually started too. Sword Art's back.
Back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is it?
Episode 3 coming on Saturday, so
Nice, nice.
I
we
heard
got-
Seven Deadly Sin is a disappointment.
Yeah, I'm actually looking at that right now. Seven Deadly Sins.
So
I can't
yeah,
even watch that. Is it only out on Netflix?
I don't know if it's still on Netflix though. I'm not sure, to be honest.
I couldn't find it on my completely legal site.
Maybe they. Oh,
We
Oh,
only
yeah. Oh,
use
yeah.
Crunchyroll.
We do not
Watch on
support
Crunchyroll,
piracy.
Hulu, and
Hey, I use
Netflix.
Kiss Anime.
we do not support
No,
piracy.
not Reggie. We do not condone illegally downloading anime episodes. You go and
You can't
for it like
stop
everyone
me.
else.
Leave
Specky.
piracy
I'm-
for One Piece.
Specky,
Nasty.
I'm
I
gonna
don't
send
give
you
a fuck.
like the link. Totally legal. Totally legal.
Yeah, okay.
I don't trust
Okay.
your links. It's gonna be hentai.
No.
It's gonna be you hentai, yaoi hentai. Watch it. Watch.
Okay, we also got Shokugeki no Soma. Fourth season.
Yeah,
of
that's-
Shokugeki no
that's
Soma's
sick.
coming back.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
I haven't watched it.
It's so good, Boris.
I got.
It's
I know. I
fucking
gotta. I
brilliant,
know. I heard.
Boris.
I heard the best things about it. I gotta cash out that. I mean, even
I've never
started
please do.
actually.
So many people enjoy food so much.
It's amazing.
it's-
show.
The part where their fucking clothes disappear.
It's an amazing show.
Perfect. Perfect.
We got this one I've actually been seeing a lot of people post, specifically the opening for it. We got Beast Stars. It's the one where everyone's animals. You guys see
I
that? Have you
heard
guys seen
manga
that?
is straight fire, but I'm gonna just wait a bit more before checking it out because of the whole CGI stuff. I'm not really into it.
Okay.
I'm not a big fan of CGI, but
I didn't know it was all
I heard
CGI.
I heard the best things. I heard the best things of them in the manga. So who knows?
Okay.
Maybe they make something out of it. We'll see.
Anybody else hear about it?
Yeah,
No.
I did.
B stars or B stars.
B-stars.
Beasters.
It's, I don't know. Like I started reading the manga, but I dropped it.
Oh, really?
Oh.
It's not that
It's
one.
in the drop list.
Twitter all
Drop list.
like the guy who likes has a thing for animals. Not that guy.
Mm-hmm.
It is that one.
It's basically just animals. Like you have a little bunny and a wolf, and that's it.
It's not the one I'm thinking of then. I've been seeing this one on Twitter like all week about this one guy who has like an obsession with like doing animals.
No.
What?
Everyone,
That's
what?
Twitter for you.
Moving on. We
Let me
got.
find the panels.
Oh no! We got ourselves a good one here. October 11th already passed. No Guns Life, where the main character has a gun for a fucking head.
Yeah, dude.
He's got a gun for a head. How can you not watch that?
Go watch No Guns Life.
Go watch
Rico.
Guns
Watch it.
Life right now. Watch it.
Rico,
Watch
I'm
it,
looking at you,
stream it.
Rico.
Watch it. Watch it on every platform, legal or illegal. Watch it, please.
Legal.
No.
What's the...
No.
Oh, come on, Rico. Come on, give it a chance.
Rika's got a problem with gun heads for some reason.
Yeah, she's gunsist or racist. I'm gonna shut up.
Racist to gun head people.
She's racist to gun head people. Yeah.
I'm not. It's just that like the first thing that comes to my mind is the amount of like fan art and hentai that is gonna come out of this. It's just
God.
Oh,
That's
God.
not up to us.
Oh.
We're
I
just
wasn't
there
even- I
to
wasn't
enjoy
even
it
thinking
and
of
watch
that.
it.
We're just there to watch. Yeah, we're just there to be innocent people and just watch it. Just be innocent otakus. Just watch the anime. That's the end of it.
yeah.
I guess one more that I would like to shout out. I actually haven't seen this. I haven't watched it. I would like to get into it. There's this anime about fighting games. It's called High Score Girl. I think they're having a second season come out soon. Have any of you guys seen that?
Yeah.
Nah, but I'll
No.
have to check it out.
No.
You're not missing much.
Really?
What?
To me, honestly, it's like it's about old games and it's great, but the story was so slow.
Okay.
Very spacey.
I see.
Oh yeah, we have an input for that too, so that's good. I ain't
Yeah, that's
watching
nice.
that.
I might still check it out because I personally have never seen an anime go into like depth on fighting games. Like I remember seeing clips of the first season, people posting it in like FGC subreddits and stuff like that. I'm like, wow, this actually looks kind of dope. But if the story is kind of slow, that might turn me off a little bit.
I mean, personally, to me, it was slow. I didn't know about the others, but I just kind of like skipped through it.
Okay. All right. Well, there you have it.
Anyway.
people.
Those
Nice.
panels are in the chat, by the way, guys. If you
Okay,
want
I'm
to.
not looking at those. All right. So this has been great. This is our everyone clap it up. We finished our first episode of the podcast.
It's midnight.
We've
Hell
almost
yeah.
hit. We've almost
Hell
hit.
fucking yeah. Thank you
1
guys.
hour. So.
Very much
I'd
for
say the
stopping
first
by.
half's probably on Demon Slayer, and the other half is just us chatting breeze.
Is this on
Yeah,
anything?
no,
we just
really,
gotta name it everything.
Our editor is gonna have a lot of work to do. There's been like a
Oh
couple
yeah,
of
trust me.
There's been a couple
Trust
of
me.
awkward pauses that we're gonna have to cut
Yeah.
out. There's been a couple of ranting. Some people saying words that don't make sense. Me specifically, because I don't know how
I'm
to
gonna have fun
speak
with that.
English.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, this has been a great first episode. We all want to thank
I'm
you
gonna
very
have-
much for hanging out with us
I'm gonna
and
have fun
listening to
editing
this. Any final words from everybody?
Well in, lads.
Make it quick.
Nice.
Make it quick. So what's almost 1 hour?
GG.
Start watching
GG.
Yaoi.
No. No Guns Life.
Don't listen to Rika. Don't
Just
listen
stream
to
it.
her.
Go
alright?
watch No
Don't listen
Guns
to-
Life. Yes, that's
Watch
the final.
it.
Go watch,
Go watch it. Yeah.
He's got a gun for a head. He
No,
also
no.
That's
uses
it.
gun.
That's the
It's brilliant.
most
That's more
important
guns
part.
than
Genius.
It's more
Go.
guns.
It's brilliant and genius.
Go and
Alright,
watch
that's-
Demon Slayer. That's
And
that's
go
the
watch
ending.
Demon Slayer.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah.
Go.
Yeah,
I
of
already
course.
watched it already, but
We almost forgot about our main subject. Demon Slayer. Go watch Demon Slayer and go subscribe to SpeckySensei because he needs to
Go
start
ahead.
posting videos
All this in
ASAP.
the description. We are going to link to every single one of our channels. Go ahead and check them out. Make sure to subscribe to this channel. Leave us a like and leave us any comments on anything that we talked about today. We will check you guys out next week. Goodbye from everyone here. Have a good day.
Goodbye. Thank you guys for watching.
See ya.
Peace.
Thank you. Peace out.